Good afternoon, my friends. Have you ever had a thought in the middle of the night that sounded really good to you, and then it becomes the next day, the morning, and you're not quite so sure if that's the right thing to do or not? So I ended up being wide awake for quite a while last night. I could not go to sleep because my brain would not turn off, So I'm going to take advantage of husband and son being inside the house. I'm out here in my lovely front deck at home number 1, enjoying the nice, not overly hot, I think, right now, weather out here before I have to take son out shopping later. So I have felt like God has been talking to me a little bit, and you all know I'm deaf, so if I can actually hear him, we're doing good. So and I watched a friend, a social media friend, and I'm going to call her a friend just because I took her Bible study and I really connected with a lot that she had to say. And I put the quote at the top of this status up here, but it was, "Don't let the cowards with lung capacity ever determine your value or your worth." And I've realized I have done that. I have let people make me feel not worthy, not cared about, not special. But that was my problem, my fault, not theirs. I had a great pastor one time who really taught me that no one else can make you feel anything but you. I am in control of my emotions, the way I react to things, and I have determined, and I might be considered a slow learner in this, when I'm terribly hurt, it's because I have cared so much over and beyond maybe what I should have, but I'm trying to not close myself off and not let the actions of other people make me feel that my life, my choices are not just as good as your choices that you make. Now, I admit, I'm going to be rambling, but y'all know I like to talk. So, if you stick around and listen, great. If not, I'm okay with that too. I do love public speaking. I'm not afraid to do it. But there is a part of me that fears rejection. So I am trying to come to terms, and I think it's because I turned 50 this year. I love being 50. I am proud of that number. I do not hide from that number. And I think part of it is because I know life is not guaranteed to any of us. We don't know if we're going to make it to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, or 100. So I'm going to treasure each and every birthday that I get. So maybe somebody will call this a midlife crisis. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's just more of a reawakening and determining that I am a confident person who does not need to have the affirmations of others to know that I am doing good in my life with my family and my friends. So when I read that quote about not letting someone with lung capacity, because guess what? I have lung capacity too, determine my value and my worth, that hit home with me, and it's been a long time coming. And so what I think I would like to do is create some kind of format where I can talk about the different hats that I wear. I wear so many different volunteer hats, with the MDA, the PTA, my old job, with the preschool, my new volunteer work as a recovery coach. It's quite interesting. I have a lot of letters in my life. And I've encountered different people in all of those areas. Oh, and I forgot, the biggest ones is, being a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mom to a special needs child. And what else? I don't know. I can't think right now. But our life circumstances do not determine the value of that life. So if we hit a roadblock, we learn to adjust and adapt. But I have always felt that you never stop living. So like in AJ's case, hi, Miss Darlene. His life has not stopped since he's been in a wheelchair. We have adapted. We make things different. We make sure he can get around. He keeps me in line. So I know I have a value there. But I think my value, oh, yes, Tammy, friend. And you know what? I know I've got some awesome friends out there. You're one of them, my friend, who puts up with my ramblings and everything. And, I'm going to tell you, I had all of this stuff in my head. I stayed awake for hours thinking about what I could say. It'd be clever. It'd be, philosophical, whatever. And now I can't think of anything to say. But I have encountered some people in my past in the last, say, 5 years that made me doubt who I was. And I've decided I'm not going to let that affect me anymore. I am here to be an encourager. Somebody who, I am not going to solve all the world's problems for you, but I am a good listener, and I will encourage everyone to figure out the path that they need that fits for them too. So what would you all think if I came on every once in a while? I'm not sure how often. I need somebody. I don't feel creative. I need somebody to come up with a little catchphrase or something for this so-called, blog or whatever. I'm not good with those cutesy names. I don't want the word tribe in it. But oh, and you know what else? I've been a law enforcement officer's wife for, well, let's see. He did about 31 years in that career field, and I was there the whole entire time. We're coming up on our 29th wedding anniversary later this month. But I kind of feel like I don't mind talking. I want to share. I want to get feedback from others. It isn't about selling anything. It isn't about, because you all know I am the world's worst marketer. I am the world's worst salesperson. But I enjoy what I do. So if you want to join me on this newfound journey of trying to tackle some of these topics that I feel led to talk about, I like to mentor. But I need some adult interaction besides my lovely husband and son. Now that husband is retired and home every day, it's a bit of an adjustment for us too. So, but I know it's the best thing for him, physically, mentally, emotionally. It's been great for AJ to have his dad here to help him during the day. I mean, that's what Jim's doing now. He's getting him up and giving him a shower, getting him in his chair, and then I'll take him shopping later. So, it's teamwork. But I used to let people make me feel that how I approached either my job or something that I've done in the volunteer world as less than worthy because they deemed it less than worthy. And I'm really trying to let go of all of that. So help me come up with some ideas on how I can take advantage of some of this stuff. Yes, my lives are going to be outside. Besides, my law enforcement officer friends, do you see my lovely wind chime up there? Hubby made it out of, I forgot what kind of shotgun shells or whatever casings they are. But it makes lovely noise when it's windy out here, but I guess there's no breeze out here today. So what do you think? Do you think this is something that, I don't want to come on here and ramble and take up your time. We'll keep it short. But are there topics that people would like to talk about that, because I can do this from home number one or from the beach, because y'all know I'm going to be at the beach house too. Because that's our happy place. We love that area. We enjoy being there. We're hanging out here for a bit longer because AJ has some doctor's appointments coming up next week down at Hopkins, so it's easier to get there from home number one. And then after that, we'll go take a break down at the beach for a little bit. And as you can see, I am loving that the clouds moved right now and I have the sunshine, because I have to have the sun to get through the winter. I don't know about you, but I am not a dark room person. I am, sorry, honey, we're going to have to pay the utility bill because I am not growing old in a dark house. So, I'm trying to read your... So yeah, see, I know I'm not alone in some of these thoughts and these in the times where we feel a little unsure of ourselves or a little less confident than we should be. So, I want to figure out how we can support each other and be there. Help me come up with something that we can a format that we can do. I've done a little bit of a written blog. I've not been very steady about that. Because I have, there's lots of things we can tackle. It's our why. It's a why we do what we do. The sun went behind the clouds. Now I can actually see the the iPad better. I don't know. But I just felt like I know I'm not alone. I know there are others out there who feel the same way. And I'm not afraid to share my words of faith. I'm not afraid to, but that's not what this is all about either. It's just sharing common sense, compassion, kindness, and wanting to connect. I think that's what we really all want to feel, isn't it? Don't we want to feel acknowledged? And it's okay if you don't like my posts, and even if I have liked every single one of yours, it's okay if you don't acknowledge mine or anything like that. That's not what this is about. But I just feel like I'm trying to be cognizant, I think that's how, of others. I want to know what's going on in your life too. I want to share the positives, and I want to be here for each other in the negatives. Because we all struggle and we all have bad days. So, I don't know. So what do you think? Do you think this is anything worth doing? Or are we just gonna humor me, smile and nod and say, oh lordy, it's her just rambling again. So maybe I will sign off now, although I enjoy this. I do enjoy chatting, and I'm trying to get used to figuring out how to set this up so that I can see the comments, so that I can see who's there. Hi Lisa, hi Carol. I'm never going to do a live with my kids around or with my husband around. I'm telling you that, because Mr. Snarky and the elder Mr. Snarky will just sit here and mock me. So we will just leave them inside dealing with lunch and all of that on their own, and I can come out here and chat with you all. I feel like I can be there for people. I can empathize with what's going on in the world. I can sympathize. I can encourage. But sometimes I feel like people do run away. So, hi, Miss Lisa. I'm so glad you joined. I think you'll enjoy doing this. My quote today that I posted up top is that don't let the cowards with lung capacity determine your value and your worth. So we all have lung capacity, and I think ultimately this is what it boils down to in this day and age, is everybody loves to post those be kind and do all of those kind of posts, but we really do need to do it. Hi Wendy, I would so love to do lunch with you, my friend. There's nothing big going on. I just felt like God's talking to me and he wants me to be vulnerable and share. I joked, I said, and Wendy, you'll get a kick out of this, I said, maybe it's my midlife crisis. I don't know. I turned 50, and do you realize I turned 50 in January? It's already half a year has gone by. Where has that time gone? I am so not ready for this whole year to fly by. I'm never on time. I am the chronic. I've set it up with my nieces that, I'm always going to be late sending your birthday cards because I am just not organized like that. I need an assistant. But I let myself several years ago become bitter and angry in some of the ways they were treating me. But what I've come to realize is I was the one in charge of of my own feelings in how I reacted to what they did. I would love, sometimes there's a part of me that would love to go sit down with them and say, what you did was hurtful and how you did it. But that's not my place anymore to do that. So I have to trust that they will figure it out on their own. And if they don't, at some point, they will meet their maker and have to maybe explain. But I'm not going to let that happen anymore. So, hi, Lindsay. We got another week and a half or so before we head back out to the beach area. We miss you at the bowl, by the way. Hubby really likes his mug out there. But anyway, so I've decided that I have a new calling. Well, maybe, I don't know if I call it new. I have a calling to share and not be afraid of being made fun of or feeling less than worthy by sharing my thoughts and feelings with others, because I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not the only person in this world who has ever felt that way. And you are so right, Tammy. I really do believe that I had to go through all of that. I had to test my own faith to realize that I'm still strong enough in it to tackle anything that's thrown my way. I might have been getting complacent in my faith back then. So, I don't know. But I'm trying to be better at acknowledging those experiences. I know maybe I was meant to be a friend to those people during the crisis in their lives at that time, and it's okay if they're not here for me. And yes, Lisa, isn't it? It really is difficult sometimes to remember that we are the ones in control of how we react and feel. Well, Miss Wendy, if you need help, I am still in town for at least another week. So message me when we can escape the boys and go do lunch, and we can chat and everything. Because, I need to escape from Mr. AJ here. Mr. AJ keeps supervising me and tells me I need to downsize all the junk that I have in here. I guess that he really means I shouldn't be going to the thrift stores that I love to do, right? So, but thank you for watching for a little bit. I appreciate it. I'll do it again because I'm a chatter. I like to talk. I don't know how I ended up with a somewhat shy kid, but then I have an outgoing, the oldest is outgoing. So maybe she got a little bit of me in there. And I admit I'm going to have these moments where I'm going to lose my train of thought because I'm 50 and I'm getting old, But I know we're not alone. And I think if we get together in this and support each other, we can all tackle this together. So thank you, Lisa. Have a great day yourself. I know, Wendy. I can't imagine that this would be easy to do, packing up your mom's house. My parents are trying to downsize their house, and I'm just waiting for all of that to hit too. And that's part of the reason why I think I collect so much stuff is I am sentimental. I appreciate and document everything. I know it's been 3 years since I did the preschool, and I still have stuff in the garage. I know I need to get rid of it. I'm hoping to find the right people to hand some of that stuff off to. I have some other friends that are still in the business that I'd rather see them utilize this stuff and treat it well instead of giving it to those who throw things away. But that's another story. My goal is I need help with a tagline. I need help with somebody to be the creative person in there. And if you know me well enough, come up with some kind of hashtag, or because y'all like my hashtags where I go, my hashtags are always too long. If I come up with my own little catchphrase, it's going to be way too long and nobody's going to pay attention to it. So I need somebody else to help me with that. But I would like it to be something that I can either create a small group in where we can chat privately, or maybe I'll turn these and make these into a public post at some point. But I feel there's a lot of stuff that we could cover together. A lot of my experiences from working with cranky parents, cranky adults in the volunteer world, and then to counterbalance that, I've had lots and lots of great experiences with great, supportive, wonderful, lifelong co-workers or parents that I worked with, whether it was at the preschool or in school with PTA stuff, that I truly appreciate and don't take for granted. So somebody who's good at marketing, or who enjoys doing that, come up with some kind of tagline for me so that I can share with all of you my thoughts. Hi JB, hi Elizabeth. I don't know. I'm a chatty person, but I want to be heartfelt, and I want this to be interactive. So I want us to be able to share experiences, to encourage one another, and to help pay it forward, pay the kindness forward. That I've gotten kindness, I want to pay it forward, whether it's through the volunteer work and all of that kind of stuff. But I don't know, when you stay awake till 5:30 in the morning thinking about all these things, and it all sounded so good late at night, I should have gotten up. I should have just written it all out then, or done a live in the middle of the night when nobody would have seen it, maybe. I don't know. But I do this with a lot of my public speaking. Whenever I've had to get up there and speak, I'll rehash it later and think about it. And I know I'm kind of rambling because I'm trying to do this off the cuff. But I feel like I have experience in several different areas and fields that may be able to help somebody else too. So anyway, hi Carrie. I've made, I do love Facebook for the fact that I have such a wide, eclectic group of friends. I have my Duchenne community friends. I have parent friends that I've made either from preschool or PTA. Our local MDA here in Maryland. What else? I've made friends now in the recovery community, in trying to work and help in that difficult field. And I feel like that's my main area of volunteering right now, is to do that. I can be supportive of the new police officers coming in. We've had so many years experience doing that. I don't know. So I have lots of things that I can draw from. So help me figure this out so that I don't sound like a rambling mess all the time. Maybe I should write out some notes so I have that. I guess for now, hi Michael, thank you for joining. I'm just kind of doing a rambling session. If you know me, I like to chat. I post a lot. I'm a talker. I like to share. So I'm trying to figure out a new me, in the sense that I want to, oh lovely, a little stink bug on me outside. I need help with a catchphrase or something to call a community group that I could start where we can talk privately. I may make these posts in the future public. I'm testing my waters, I guess, a little bit. So, but I am not a creative person. I am not a marketing person. So I need help with that. I see all these other lovely, what do you call them? Video bloggers, I guess, who have catchphrases or hashtags. So somebody come up with one for me. The crazy Italian? I don't know. The too talkative Italian, or the busy mom. But I'm going to give a shout out to the lady that I got the quote from, that I have tagged at the top, Melissa Radke. If you have not listened to her podcast, go to her Facebook page, Melissa Radke, and explore her page. She also has a website. I took her Bible study, and she's very real. She also said, along with this topic of not letting others make you feel your worth, so if you need to be happy with yourself before you can be happy and help anyone else. But just because I might have a few extra tummy rolls, that's not who I am. It's what I have, So I may have fluff, but I am not considered fluff. Does that make sense? So that's what I would like to try and focus on and talk about with some of these different lives. I don't want to go too long, but I want to. This is me should be your caption. Well, I'll have to see make sure nobody else has that, right? I am who I am, right? But Melissa Radke's podcasts are called Ordinary People, Ordinary Lives. I totally get that because I don't think I have anything special. We're just living, we're just dealing with it a day at a time. But we can talk about AJ's stuff with the Duchenne. We can talk about volunteering and giving up family life to volunteer and advocate for others. Lots of different things that I think we can all encourage each other on. So if you're feeling like you want to connect with me, let me know, send me a message. I'm a great listener. But right now I need somebody to help me with that catchphrase, so that we can, occasionally get together. I don't think I want to torment everybody and come on live every day. Because one, it's going to have to be a decent weather day. So like if it rains tomorrow, I can't do this because I'm only going to do it outside. I'm not taking you inside my house because it's not up to AJ's standards yet. So no judgment, please. But he's got a path to get in and out. We're good. So give me some kind of an idea on what topics, what path we should take on doing this, and maybe we'll try and go live every other day. And if you have a topic you want to talk about, let me know. Because I'm trying to gain back some of the things that I have passion for. I used to love music, singing at church. Lost that a couple years ago. Slowly trying to get it back. So I just want each of us to feel like we are connected, accepted for who we are. Each of our lives are different. My normal is not going to be the same as your normal. And the best part about that is that it's okay. So what we do here to work as a family is not necessarily going to be what works for another family. And it took me a while, but I had to learn to let go of those who made me feel that it wasn't okay to be this way. So we are working with what we know, what we have at that time. Hi, Becky. Hi, my friend Kirsten. Y'all are going to just start rolling your eyes going, Lordy, Lordy, she's talking again. What is she rambling about now? So maybe that's it. Put rambling something in there. I need somebody to come up with that, right? So,